All right, and we are live. Hey everyone, and sorry for the confusion and the delay. In fact, I had actually scheduled it without the daylight savings and had to reschedule it once again and had to get my stash ready a little, so I'm a little late. All right, we have the regulars. Hey Ultra, hey USPS, hey Crypto Morcoco, and we have John. I sorry, Joe as well. All right, I'm just gonna wait till Questa comes in, but yeah, in the meantime, how was all your weekend? Let me know. How are you all doing? Hey, hey. Oh, we have a new visitor over here. Hey, Ashwant. All right. Uh, it's been a good week for crypto, in fact. I mean, things are looking a little bright, especially with a lot of good news or positive news coming out in the crypto space. So I'm excited for what's to come in the future because now is the time frame. Well, what you're actually doing is setting the stone, or I would say setting the actual foundation for a very big growth that's going to happen in the coming days in crypto. So yeah, I'm pretty much excited because now you have that, a proper uh, framework done when it comes to regulations and stuff. You have the proper framework done when it comes to building projects and what the solutions are being offered. All these things are good to see in crypto space. In fact, I mean, instead of those meme coin mania projects that were there earlier, I think those are gone right now. So I'm very happy. I'm very excited, in fact, as to what's coming, what's going to happen in the coming days, and all this stuff. Shwant, how to build passive income in college life with small investment. Do just get yourself educated first of all, and know how crypto works, as well as understand how projects work, how blockchain works. After getting to know all this stuff, then start investing. And this is not an investment advice or so in any manner, but be careful with where you invest in and what you invest in, and know your strategies well, right? Be it small or big, when it comes to investment is an investment. So ensure that you do your proper research and due diligence, and then go ahead and put in your amount over there. Is Quester at? I mean, I do see him in the backstage, but I don't know. I don't see him responding. Okay, that's fine. He might be having his dinner. So, guys, what's going on? What do you think about the recent short pump or short run up that we had this week, this particular week? I'd like to hear your thoughts. What do you think would happen next? Look at who popped in. Is he really joining?
What is going on, Mr. Oslin?
There we go. That opening was
home,
something
got
I was
set
waiting
up,
for a long
and-
time. Awesome.
I know. I'm trying to rush to get
You look
down here and
tired.
get ready, but
I said you look tired.
a little bit. It has been a long couple weeks, no doubt.
There we go.
I was gonna say I see him.
Oh god,
Yeah.
there goes the dogs. I'll be right back then.
Okay.
Bye.
Cool. So, okay, how was your week?
How was my week?
Yep.
It was busy. It's been nonstop, just moving with some
Mhm.
things during the day, moving with things at night. Got some special things just brewing right now. That's about all I can say. With ARCHA and some of the stuff going, over the last week, been doing some talking, discussing over in my group about some utilities coming and, vetting that stuff out. Yeah, Quester, what's for dinner?
I have the one buffalo chicken. That's what Spent all day editing and then trying to figure out a way to get my Photoshop from my laptop to my desktop while my laptop still had Wi-Fi. that was a lot of fun.
See what happens with midterm elections. Might get some more dipping before a Christmas pump. We will see. Yeah,
It's just that time of year.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. The dogs are tearing up his crib.
I think this is to Questa.
They were tearing up the door. They want to get into here, but they were tearing up the door. They know as soon as they start yelping that I'll immediately go over there and get them in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we are entering that part of the year where it's all a long holiday season and it's all about Christmas gifting and stuff. So people might liquidate a few of their positions, and short run up might aid a few in terms of I would say a little bit of padding to the actual dump that might happen. But yeah, let's see. I mean, if there is any other better run-up that's going to happen in the upcoming 2 to 3 weeks, then we might see some kind of a stability as compared to the actual bear market trend that we have been seeing from quite some time. But yeah.
Listen, I got a feeling we might see some actual volatility out of this. So, there may be some opportunities for those that play the day trading game. There might be some entry opportunities and be able to capitalize on a little bit. Let's see, typical annual tax prep, always in December. Everybody's got to cover them taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm searching for legal ways to avoid them, though.
I know that I've done some research into it, and luckily, I don't think there's, as things go more forward, there's going to be more direction to how that's going to play out overall with crypto. And right now, just trying to do what we can, keep as much on chain as I can, keep it out of the the centralized exchanges.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, there ain't much, so have at it. They can have it.
Yeah. I mean, what you have it, Daddy. So.
Yep. Just
Let's
always
not
remember
give the
one
government
thing.
the chance to take that away from you as well.
Yeah. One thing you always got to remember, though, is you don't realize a gain, you don't realize a loss if you don't sell.
Yeah.
So
that's true. That's absolutely true. I mean, what I'm looking at in terms of, it's not like, when I say legally avoiding taxes, it's not about saying, okay, the government should not get their cut, but they should do so in a proper way. That's one part. And second, I would like to see it, or probably that's just my thought over here. I would love to see it happening on chain itself, rather than an off chain transaction. You cash out and then you pay your taxes. I don't want that happening. I want that tax to be deducted on the chain itself. I want to know how much I've paid, how much has gone through to them, and that's transparency. That's all I expect for. And on another note, that would ensure that who is actually conducting transactions are they are legitimized transactions. There will not be any transactions which would be going beyond the control, or probably beyond the visibility of the government, I would say. So
yeah,
and let's just do hold the records on a public platform, so easy to check.
I was going to say that's the one thing.
Get
the
that
power exists already. That's the power of blockchain in itself. The ledger exists. So I really think it's not going to be hard for that integration aspect to come in sooner or later.
That Powerball is huge as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
well,
is the
man.
Powerball up to right now? 1 billion and something?
It's like over $1 billion right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
Wish
talking
we
to
had
is
that running over here.
God, I couldn't imagine.
bro. Oh, could you imagine though the taxes you have to pay on that? Like, all of a
I'd be
sudden-
happy to give up 60%. I at that point, I'd be more than happy to cash out today and be able to invest for tomorrow.
take out like what? I think it's like 800 or something. They let you take out like right there in cash.
Oh, bro.
6 billion is this morning. There we go.
Whoa.
Let's see. At that point, I would not be
800, there we go.
pitching myself to Shark Tank. I would be in the seat letting people pitch me at that point. 800 million. Could
I would
you
rather-
imagine that net
I would
worth
rather
overnight?
buy an island in the sea and just stay for myself. Don't want to put that money anywhere else. open a
I
resort
think I
or
would
a
get
hotel,
bored.
sit back and relax.
I
Okay,
would
we'll
be
be
able
that
to
with
do that and
company.
enjoy
Okay.
it for a little bit, but I don't think I could do it long term. Like I would have to get up and find something to do.
I mean, you can invite us. We'll find something to do with you, all the three of us.
Right? Yeah.
So, what is it that we have to discuss? So, there was a Twitter space that was held last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Updates on that, please. I couldn't
So
attend it
that
due
actually
to my
went
time.
really well. Shout out to
Mhm.
Heroes Token and Ace over there, Scott. He's the one who hosts these every week. It was really nice to be able to get in front of a community, especially a like-minded community like ARCHA, and getting a chance to shine, where we can actually operate parallel with each other. Let's see, the odds were still what? 1 to 297 million?
It's a million. Yeah, but see that's what makes it even more special if you win it, right? Because then you're just like, oh my gosh.
Somebody sitting with 297 million is going to go buy every freaking ticket number possible, so they guarantee themselves at least a win. Think about it. The return on that, 297 million to get 8 million or 800 million. Yeah, I'd take it.
Yeah. Provided you have the 297 million available with you. I mean, if they're taking ARCHA tokens, I can pay them right now.
Shouldn't pay taxes on a lottery. We have the Euro lottery and the UK lottery tax free. Man,
That's
that
it,
is the one thing the states and the US pride themselves on is the taxes from that goes back to the school districts, go back to infrastructure. Well, unless you live in Illinois, but that's besides the point. But yeah, it's meant to build revenue for those type of revenue streams. Let's see. Yeah, walk into a 7-Eleven and say 297 million tickets, please.
Provided a 7-Eleven does have them. I mean, are they online tickets, by the way, or are they physical tickets that you need?
I think you can do them both.
Okay.
So just go half and half.
Yeah. As much as you can run up on a card, right?
Right.
So you're saying there's a chance. All I can think of is Dumb and Dumber.
What?
I'm sorry.
Winning the Powerball or using ARCHA tokens to purchase the tickets?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, no, Ultra.
All right. So on the other side, there is a good news, kind of a good news and kind of a, okay, how do I put this across? I keep forgetting words. Okay, kind of something that you need to keep a lookout for is what I would say. India here has done its first CBDC transaction very recently, and that too, they will have two CBDCs, which will be one for the wholesale markets and one for the retail investors or normal users like us. So the wholesale side, the transaction has completed successfully. It's good to see that the progress is happening quick, and we might expect that to launch in December is what the word is out. So keep your eyes open for that. And this is not something which is similar to your other crypto projects as such. This is an actual currency which is like a 1:1 ratio with your running currency that's there in the country. So you go to bank, how they want to do it. I mean, the model that they are looking at least. You walk into any store or walk into any bank as such, you have your CBDC available with you in a specific app also. You send that to CBDC, you can either buy the goods for that equivalent to whatever the rupee value is there. Else, you walk into a bank, you want to have hard cash available with you, you just send the CBDC to that particular account or wallet that they would have created, and you can just withdraw that in hard cash in any of the banks. Future plans, we might see even ATMs coming out and having this option made available in all the ATMs across the banks. So
that would be awesome. I will say one thing. I'm glad you mentioned ATMs. We were just talking about this, a week or two ago about the Bitcoin ATMs across the world. I discovered another one that is literally like 2-3 miles from my house in a little gas station. Wow. And it is a Bitcoin Depot ATM. I was going in to grab some caffeine real quick, and I was walking up to the register, and as I'm standing in line, I look back, and I'm like, what? There's 2 ATMs? And then, no, it was actually a Bitcoin Depot. I was like, finally. It's coming. Guys, we're starting to see those kiosks out there, that frequent, and then those oddball spaces. Because here's the thing. That is not around a college district. I'm out in the middle of BFE. So to have something out there that far of a reach, pretty nice feeling.
Yeah. Keep an eye on FTX this week. They are in trouble. Could send shockwaves through all of crypto.
What did FTX do? Or what
Yeah,
did they
exactly.
like?
Even I've had a look at that. Let me
Ooh,
just
Not too
fiddle
bad.
around.
okay, I do. Yeah,
What is it?
I just jumped over to Guardian real quick and was looking on the news and just searched FTX, and yeah, there's a lot of negative sentiment focused around them right now.
I heard
Oh.
before I hopped on the cafe, I did hear that Binance was selling their holdings.
That's what I see is the Binance has lost 500 million of FTT holdings following insolvency rumors. CEO of Alameda fights back. Oh wait, or to get rid of its FTX token, yeah, FTT.
Yeah.
I wonder why they're getting delisted. I mean, and if this is all based off of rumor, that's scary because they're feeding off the FUD.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Man, oh my gosh. Okay. I don't say that word. Okay, that's a cursed word for this year. All right. Voyager already went bankrupt. FTX was supposed to be the saving grace. I wish because
Oh, no.
I just voted on it this past week on I think it was a Tuesday. I voted to prove them buying Voyager. If they're gonna go bankrupt, that's gonna be oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
know
say, I
what?
don't
I
think
think.
about leaning towards
Yeah, go on,
bankruptcy,
go on,
but
guys.
just insolvency. I mean, another terminology out there. So who
Yeah.
knows what's going to happen?
You know what? I think this is kind of a strategic move from CZ as well. Am I cutting? Is my voice coming through clearly? Okay.
That's better.
There we go. I was gonna say for a minute
Yeah.
they were losing you.
Yep. I felt that. So what I was about to say is my
I think you're getting a weak connection.
Yeah.
I'm getting the reverbs. So okay, what I was trying to put across is this might be a strategic move from CZ as well, because you remember they stopped the actual transactions for USDT and stuff, and they only made BUSD as their stable coin that you can actually trade on Binance. Everything that you had in any other stable tokens, you had to convert it to BUSD, right? So FTX is a competition for the fact. I mean, they did get some good volume about listing and stuff, but now probably they're building a closed ecosystem and having people to they've grown enough to probably funnel people towards the Binance chain itself. And FTX has been supporting Solana from quite some time, and I don't know if they're gaining a lot of popularity and stuff. This might be a strategy to play around. Dirty
It
games,
very
I
well
would
could.
say. I don't know. I mean, it's a corporate world. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there as well, right? So,
Oh yeah.
but FTX does have some pretty good backing, if I'm not wrong. I don't think so. That might lead them to bankruptcy and stuff. I mean, even if they want to liquidate their positions, there might be someone who would be willing to go ahead and pick them up, or probably, I don't know. Let's see. Joe has some update. The major controversy is about illiquid FTT tokens that Alameda is showing in their books issued by FTX exchange itself. Ah, okay. This might prove to be bad then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So thanks USPS for that particular update. I think we should keep an eye out for that. People who have invested or used or have assets on the FTX exchange. You know what? Funny, I didn't even knew about this news, and just day before yesterday, I converted a small amount of my ETH, around $10 to $15 to Solana on FTX. I mean, the main reason being FTX offers you almost zero fee for Solana transfers, since they're supporting the chain from their end, right? They're kind of backing the blockchain itself. So it offers zero fees for you on Solana. So I just converted there and just sent it to my wallet. Had to buy an NFT on Solana somewhere. So
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah, right now my wallet there on the exchange is zero. So I don't have any funds over there. So
That's perfectly fine.
good that I did that just the day before.
All that they need to know is that centralized exchange is zero out.
Yeah. I
There
mean, you
ain't no
never know.
money holding there.
You never know when they're going to shut down because I've experienced it firsthand. I don't know if I told you guys or not. I lost almost around 200 plus ETH around 6.5 years or 7 years back. In fact, imagine around 800 ETH.
Oh man,
If only I had that right now.
yeah, still even right now with the price of ETH, that'd be something right there.
I mean, think of it at the ATH then. 4K ETH, 800 ETH with you. And I could have bought a couple of Bored Apes. I could have bought a yacht for myself. I could have hosted a party. I don't know what all I could have done.
Here, let's see. What's ETH's current price at? I haven't checked it yet.
It is
Last I saw
roughly
it was
1589.
500.
I looked at that when you guys started talking about with what's going on in the world, and
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh.
said
Last time I looked, it
1589?
was 1630s.
What was it, Getty?
1,500 odd.
I
Yeah.
see 1589.
1589. All right, we'll go with that.
29. It was 1,600 yesterday, so a little bit of correction, I would say. Or probably.
All right, so that 800 ETH current value right now would be 1.2 million USD. So just a bit of pocket change, just a small bit of pocket change, and that's not even ETH that
You're
it's
just-
fullest.
Yeah, I mean, Joe just posted the tweet from CZ on the Telegram group.
Let me check that out here.
Oh.
So bad. Okay. As part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly. Oh my god. I don't know. My voice is actually really bad today. Yeah, I think it's better now. Okay. So, as part of Binance's exit from FTX equity last year, Binance received roughly 1 billion USD equivalent cash, BUSD, and FTT due to recent revelations that have come into light. We have decided to liquidate any remaining FTT on our books. Whoa. Sheesh.
Wow. Yeah.
That would definitely crash the price of FTT though.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. On the flip side, might be an opportunity. If anything does go well in the future, I mean, FTT anyways is a blockchain token. Sorry, FTT is not a blockchain token. It's an exchange token. My bad.
I didn't even get to that.
Okay. sorry. That's wrong info. Okay, FTT is a exchange token. I mean, you kind of stake FTT to get reduction in fees in their platform. It's not a blockchain token. Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of scary though about the illiquid FTT tokens that Alameda
Yeah.
is showing in the books. God. The things that people do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this also reminds me of the USDT situation that is, I don't know if it's sorted out, but I think it's still running in the courts where they have that issue of supply versus their leverage that they own. Like if since they quote that it's equivalent of whatever tether we have running in the market, you have equivalent amount of US dollars available in the bank deposit account, but that's not matching. That's something that came. So they could literally mint USDT more and well above the supply of what they have as leverage, or I mean at the bank account. So I don't know. Might be a similar situation.
I mean, I could see FTT pulling through this as long as they play their cards right and they try to fix what
Yeah.
has happened. I mean, it's gonna be rough either way. It'll be rough for them, but
I mean, if you look at it in one way, I mean, as a token, if I want to look at it, the only use case that I see for FTT is for the exchange fees.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I don't actually see any other use case happening with FTT because there is no much liquidity pairing also done. So it's just that kind of you can think of it to be digitized shares. I would say that's it. So I mean, you cannot literally consider them as shares as such. It's just that digitization of your investment, I would say. Yeah, that would be a better word. I wouldn't say shares. you just go ahead and invest $1,000, and in return of that 1,000, you just get these tokens and keep it with you. That's it. You just keep it with you. It's
I
just
could
that
see it. Yeah, I
investment
was
that
gonna
you've
say I
done.
could see it as you throw in, let's say, like you said, like 1,000, use it to get the fee, like get the lower fees, and then like once I
Yeah.
don't know, like once if let's say like everything starts popping off and everybody's able to return back to at least semi-normal prices that way they were
Yeah.
back in, like, what was it, September 2021, I think it was, or whatever.
But you
Around,
know,
let's
there
say
is
around like 2,000, right? So then like once that were there,
right.
like FPT just sell it all off for profit and then move on to another bigger project. That's the only way I could see
But
it.
see, there is another chance that the price also might not get impacted, because, like I said, these kind of huge trades, they might or might not happen on the current liquidity pool that's existing and feeding the actual price point. They might have a
Mhm.
separate liquidity pool created only for these kind of transactions to happen, right?
Right.
So it might mean that it might not impact the price in a direct way. However, yes, when the circulation supply increases, that's when you can definitely see some price drop happening. However, there are ways that you can mitigate it in the back end. I mean, if they do a transaction of uh, the current liquidity pool and stuff, they could literally say that, okay, these tokens that are being purchased as liquidation will be directly sent out to the burn wallet, or probably taken off the supply completely
Mhm.
through the contract itself, right? In the smart contract, yes, you do have options to take off tokens from your supply on a dwindling basis. So you keep reducing the supply on a round, and that's true burn. Like, those tokens are not even, it's not like, send it to a burn wallet, you totally take them off the supply itself. So your total supply as per the smart contract itself will keep reducing. So if they kind of build that option and take them off the supply completely, then
Mhm.
yeah, the price might stabilize. It might have a drop, yes. There will be some panic created, there will be some sell-offs that might happen, but I think it might be quite okay. But yeah, let's just wait and see. That's all I would say.
Oh yeah, right.
All right. So, I mean, okay, not to reveal too much of details, there have been quite a lot of discussions on the mod chat. I spent almost like 30 minutes reading through the entire conversation that has happened yesterday night.
I still got to catch up, man.
Pretty good.
I'm
Like,
telling you, I feel actually disconnected from how fast the chats are moving over there. But we even mentioned this on the Twitter space Thursday night with Heroes, is that there is so much collaboration that's going on right now, and within the team itself. And the thing about it is, ARCHA being a 100% community, we're all striving for the same thing at the end of the day, and just to see the minds turning, and the ideas being tossed around, and some of the things, testing feasibility. I'm very intrigued to see where this is heading.
I mean, it's one of the most perfect times as well. I mean, we're in the middle of a bear market. Might as well start getting stuff turned out and everything.
Always.
Yeah.
That's us. We're firm believers in that. It doesn't matter if it's a bull or bear market. If it's a bull market, we're going to build. If it's a bear market, we're going to build, so we're ready for the bull when it does come back around again.
Exactly.
One more
As
beauty
long
of the
as
bear
there's
market
work
is
for us, we will do it.
true. No, beauty of the bear market is you do get you get a clear separation of projects who can actually sustain and projects which
Yes.
cannot sustain, right? Be it whatever hype, whatever promises, whatever details that they might have shared when the times are all good and running well. When a bear market hits, how strong is your sustenance model is what is being tested for any of the projects. And if you ask me, I mean, I'm not speaking of the price point. Forget the price point. The project is existing. The project is sustaining. Arca is doing pretty well. Guardian is also doing pretty well. And this is where you say those kind of collabs that are really important, because at this point of time, projects those survive. They will be the ones who will be definitely hitting a very good price point, or and not financial advice also, very good growth. Okay, when the bull market actually hits, because these are the ones who will be definitely taking a limelight of the kind of investors that would definitely come in the case. Okay, too much of coming. I keep using the word in a sentence. Okay, taking that off. I tend to do this, I don't know. I hang on to that one word and I keep using that one word again and again in the sentences. But yeah,
Bad word. No.
what I mean is, in the coming days, we will definitely see a lot of different crowd entering the market, right? So
Mhm.
it's not the kind of crowd that we have seen till now with crypto. Crypto did get that exposure that it wanted. It made all the buzz and it made all the noise, and it has died down right now. So people might think that okay, it's just that Ponzi scam. It's just that kind of price fund dump concept and stuff that's happening. But now, what's the change here? Earlier, when the government was totally banning and opposing crypto, they have now started embracing it. They have now started releasing tools or probable products which would aid the growth of crypto in the future. They know that they cannot run away from it. They just wanted that time frame to probably take that build phase or probably hoard the particular assets, whatever they want to do behind the scenes, right? So now probably most of their tactics have worked, and yeah, they're in a good place, I would say. I also heard news, I don't know whether I read it with the ARCHA group or somewhere else. US government was secretly mining Bitcoin from past 6 to 7 years or so, or even earlier than that.
Wouldn't
That
surprise
that
me.
was the news I heard. I
I
don't know.
was gonna
Um,
say, like, the funny thing is, up until now, they were, I can guarantee it, they were privately supporting it, but publicly they're like,
mhm,
no, 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 no,
yeah,
don't go into that stuff. That's stuff bad.
exactly.
As they're collecting it and buying it
Yep,
and trading it.
yep,
Now
yep.
they now I think something sparked, something changed in them, probably because that sudden surge of everybody getting to know crypto, everyone getting into crypto. They're like, well,
Right.
the fiasco's up. We gotta come out publicly now and let them know, like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
totally for support for this. So yeah, I was gonna say,
Might be.
I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever if there was records or leaks that several governments, not even just the U.S., several governments across the
Mhm.
world have been mining Bitcoin for at least 7 years.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that they're
that's
not
the
getting
news.
their cut one way or another.
See, there are a lot of back-end stuff that I think that this is happening from not only US, many other governments have actually been doing this from quite some time,
Yeah.
including mine. I mean, including India, I believe. Because, see, you cannot expect that much of volume push to happen and in such high quantities from retail investors.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how much can a retail investor buy right now? At least at this point of price point in Bitcoin, I mean, you could have bought a Bitcoin, you could have bought 1,000 or 10,000 Bitcoins when it was $1 or even lesser than that. But now at this particular current price, how would you get that much of volume on the charts? Who would be able to do that? I mean, who would be the market movers? That's all that's the only thought that I have. Yes, the Bitcoin miners are the only ones who can do that, but without a proper government backing, I wouldn't say that. I mean, the privatized Bitcoin mining front, they're coming to that stage where that profit margins are almost nil. Now a lot of mining farms actually have been running in loss from quite some time right now, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what led to a kind of liquidity as well recently. And with Bitcoin halving, which is planned for 2024, we might see that actual return also dwindling. Yes, we also have an expectation for the bull run, but will it definitely aid the amount of energy that you spend for mining Bitcoin, or will Bitcoin hold that dominance at that point of time within the next 2 years? That's something that I'm really interested to see, because now I mean, I think I told the same thing in the cafe itself the last year. Regulations are coming. 2023 will be a year where regulations will get at a proper what you can a proper shape, and set guidelines will be released and stuff. So that's happening right now.
Yeah.
So 2023, what we can expect is that particular run up, or probably that particular exposure that crypto was supposed to get, I would say, a long time back, but now it's getting it. So we are moving slowly into that phase where in the technology adoption cycle, you're going into that actual mass adoption. This is a start, I would say. This is just that first step that you're taking towards mass adoption. So once we have that legalization and proper guidelines put in, we will definitely see some pretty big market movement happening, be it in terms of the products or be it in terms of the actual price points of individual projects as well. Okay, the global cryptocurrency market reached value of that's around 1.7 trillion in 2021. Looking forward, the market is projected to reach 32.4 trillion by 2027. exhibiting a CAGR of 58.4. Yes,
Dude,
yes. I mean, that's where my investment strategy over here would be to keep all my investments locked up till 2025. That's my goal. So 2025 is when I might even start thinking of, I will definitely be taking profits in the middle, some or the other time whenever there's a short run up or even a bull run and stuff. Again, that depends on whatever the requirements I would have. If there are no requirements for me to triple the profits or so, then they just stay as it is. Else, yes, I would definitely take some amount of profits. Again, reasonably is what I mean to say, in any project that you want to go for, and you should do that. You should ideally, probably, whatever you have invested, get back your initial investment and let your profits run. That's my strategy. Or probably put this somewhere else so that you go ahead and diversify more, you build your portfolio more without actually having to do any further fresh investments from your end, right? So you take some profit or your initial investment from a project which has done well, put that in another project which you want to go ahead and invest in. This also grows, that your profit is running, and that also grows. That's how you build your portfolio. I mean, that, at least that's my strategy though. So let's see. I mean, 2025 is the time frame for me to ideally look for some potential profit gains, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that I would get my financial freedom and get, quit my job, do full-time YouTube and crypto education.
Yeah.
That would be, yeah. I can't even. I mean, the 1.7 was just insane of itself when it did that. I cannot imagine a 32. I can't. Wow. I mean, just a trillion. We saw Bitcoin go up to almost 70K. We saw ETH hit 5,000, and we saw insane prices during that time.
Oh yeah.
32 trillion. 5,000 is going to be like, it's going to be a joke. It's going to be a distant memory, like how people reminisce about how Bitcoin once was like $5. Like $5, $10, $20. Like that's how it's going to be. Like, oh, I remember when ETH was only 5,000 per coin back in 2021. That was the days.
It's not a question of if, but when. I agree there, Brian.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's coming.
okay, I'm going to put my predictions over here. From what I have seen and from what little bit of technical knowledge that I have gained in terms of the chart analysis and stuff, I'm forecasting ETH to be somewhere around 10 to 15K in the next 2 years, and Matic or Polygon to be somewhere around 100 to 200. It may be within this range, anywhere. BNB might reach that 1,500 mark, and Bitcoin, I don't want to actually go ahead and put my prediction across because it's kind of a position where, yes, it might even reach 100K or 130K or anything after the halving because the supply reduces, right? So that's one part, but it cannot be, I would say it would be kind of not an actual market mover. The dominance might have gone for Bitcoin by that point of time, because there will be many other altcoins or other secondary projects which would have gained the upper hand, and the market would be much more diversified given the fact that it's now open to the entire public and a lot more people are now getting in, and there would be a lot more ecosystems that would also come up, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, since that diversification might happen, Bitcoin, yes, will definitely have its value, but when it comes to trade volumes and stuff, I think we might see some kind of a difference. I mean, think of it like your regular gold or oil trade that does happen, your commodities trade, right? So treat Bitcoin as a commodity, and whereas the other altcoins and other projects to be the major market movers. So we might see ETH being one of the major market movers in the coming days. That's just my thought.
I could definitely
Again,
see
not
Bitcoin
financial
being.
advice.
I could definitely see Bitcoin being one of those things, right? Like you just have like small amounts, and it's more of like a gift,
Yeah.
and like you said, a commodity to people instead of like actually trading. I could
Right.
see it go up to the 100 because I mean, still there could be people that are really iffy about it, and it'll be like may still be people that are like diehard Bitcoiners and not want to mess with anything else. So they may be able to get the final push up to that, but I think that it's not going to stay there for long. It'll find a floor and probably just manage that and probably be one of the first cryptos to actually like stabilize or at least semi-stabilize.
Correct. Yeah, Fidelity is pushing hard. That's true. I mean, uh, I heard JP Morgan also conducted a transaction with uh, no, not the transaction. I don't know what I read about JP Morgan. I think they came out with a financial product fresh, or they transacted some huge amount using a blockchain,
I
and that was the
know.
first legalized transaction from the government. I believe.
Yep, I was gonna say I know what you're talking about. I saw it earlier. I forgot to
Yeah,
bookmark it or to save it. I don't know why.
correct.
I saw. I
I
was like,
read it
"Oh,
somewhere.
that's
I mean,
awesome." I left it.
I mean, too much of information flow into my head, so I kind of got. I'm getting confused now. But yes, I did hear JP Morgan with some news recently. I think probably to do with the new crypto product, actually, a crypto investment product, I would say. Oh my gosh! I actually found out the issue for my voice. My system is draining resources from background running apps. I need to close my Telegram and other stuff. Sheesh.
I'll say you gotta love it.
Okay.
Of course, as I go to look for the article I saw earlier, I can't find it.
I'll say it probably got buried pretty quickly.
No, I don't think.
Just give me a second.
Here we go. I think I found it.
Somebody-
First day. Here, I'll put it in our.
Say yesterday, JP Morgan executed its first crypto transaction in DeFi in real time and on a public blockchain using tokenized deposits with Aave.
Okay, that's the article. I
That's
just
the one.
found it too.
Yes, that's the one.
That's
That's
what I was
the
like.
one.
I think this is. I'm gonna go put it in our chat.
I was gonna say he's on it.
This was Aave, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
God, what's wrong with my bloody voice? Transaction actually happened on. Oof. Am I coming through clear now?
There we go. Yep, you're good.
Okay.
We were
Okay,
losing
this
there
is
for you-
another
for
one.
you For a second.
Yeah, JP Morgan had its first live trade on public blockchain Polygon just 4 days back.
Yep, I was gonna say it
And,
was Wednesday for us here on the United States. I think it was on the 2nd. Yeah, it says November 2nd.
Yeah, it's the same news. There was one more, okay. Not able to find it. Yeah, I mean, if you see one company coming up, then you can see the others following that.
Oh yeah, it's all the start.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
For right now,
I mean that's
they're
why
saying
you should never believe the press, is what I always say. Do not follow the press when it comes to crypto. They do one thing in the front and they do a lot of other things in the back.
they want. Yeah, I was gonna say
Leave
they
the
try to
market.
instill fear and FUD. That way they can line their pockets more, and then all of a sudden, they're like, you know what? I take back what I said. It's actually
Yeah,
not that bad.
No, I've been a supporter
I
of
wasn't that
crypto.
educated in the matter.
Yeah, no, I've been supporting crypto. I was just saying that it is not as safe as I thought it was, and it might actually lead you to Ponzi schemes and things. But now the products are very much good and very much well established. The market is fine. We do have some credible people who are giving you financial products. Go ahead and buy it from JP Morgan, buy it from Amazon, buy it from someone else, XYZ, wherever
Yeah.
you want, but do not trade on DeFi platforms, okay, or decentralized exchanges.
Yeah, no
Always
DeFi.
trade on
DeFi is terrible.
government-
That's where you get
yeah.
the Ponzi schemes.
Yes,
They're
yes.
unsafe.
Exactly. Crazy, right?
Right.
Miss B tonight. Yeah, she's taking a break. She's just not so I mean, she's just feeling not so good. So, or probably we just decided to have it a boys' night out instead of having ladies here. So,
Yep. It's
I mean,
boys
we always
only.
used to put caddy on
I
admin
know.
duty, and
It's back to the
we thought
roots.
Miss
Again.
B should get a turn now.
It's back to the roots. It's back to where it was approximately a year ago.
We got I was gonna say we got the original 3 from a year ago.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yo, jeez.
But yeah, I mean, on a true fact, she's a little off today, so we thought of giving her a break, or probably she wanted a break, not like we thought of giving her a break. For we to decide. All right, so coming back to the ARCHA ecosystem, in fact, I mean the staking pool looks good. 37 days left.
Wow.
I know it's getting down there.
Jeez.
So, hey, guys, do you want to make it kind of maybe part of a weekly thing, and we jump over and give kind of the updates on Herald that's from within the ecosystem itself? So,
Absolutely, yes.
I'm up for
I
it.
got something I want to brag about. And that
Go on. It's yours. I mean, see,
hats off. This is not an ecosystem project, but hats off to Kadachi. Them guys, they have taken the power of what Guardian platform is with the Herald announcements, with the project listing, and they are running with it. Not only that, they actually won the first ever Flashburn, Herald Flashburn.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome to see.
Yep.
So yeah, with that was just freaking awesome to see that actually happen. Hats off to Kadachi. Congrats on guys for utilizing the platform, showing that the power, the value that's behind it. Other projects are listing over there as well, including Guardian, ARCHA. And I think that we've had, gosh, it's been honestly since a while since I've been able to dig into it. I see the few updates just from today alone. Well, since yesterday. Let's see, updates. So Guardian platform launches Herald's Flashburn program. That was really, really cool. Let's see what else. And Kadachi winning for Herald's first Flashburn drawing. And also that the scratch tokens for staking pool cycle 3, this is from ARCHA, will be all in. Am I correct on this? Will be all in the third cycle?
I believe it's the current cycle we're in, so if it's the third.
Yeah, so it'll be cycle 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Gosh, it's hard to believe we're on the third cycle, man.
I know. It feels like it was just yesterday. And the thing about it, you know, the distribution of value as we start seeing bull market conditions start to present themselves again, I think we're going to start seeing more projects truly trying to build. If they wasn't capable of doing it during the bear market or didn't know how to structure it, you know, projects will take advantage of the bull market conditions and try to build what they've been pondering on.
Oh yeah.
There's so many opportunities, you know, for projects that's been within the space for a while, and the power of the collaboration in between it. So let's see. Archangel's saying, "Yep." Okay.
Am I? Oh, for a second I thought my camera was jumping around. I was like, "Oh, it's not good."
The gremlins, they're about.
You know what? I'm so sorry. I'm just actually on the Herald platform right now, going through all these stuff. It's been quite some time since I visited Herald, so I'm just.
Yeah, there's
checking
been a
on all the
lot of
other
updates
stuff.
coming out.
Yep.
You know, definitely if it's been a while since you visited, go back and check. Some of the team took some time, simplify the navigation, the header up there, the footers down there, you know, to make it easier to access some of the information that's here, because it is a lot. But we've also got many projects that's been listing on stage 5 that is constantly growing. You know, we're starting to see that project acceptance out there, and I think it would be safe for me to say this is something that's been much needed, because it has been constant growth since the day it came out.
Oh yeah.
Let's
see. Thank you, Joe. We get guardianplatform.io/hair. And you
this
can
is
also
the link over here.
Go ahead, Aslan. I'm sorry.
No, I just said this is the link. Oh,
Yeah,
go
don't
on.
forget to check out the stage 5 listings as well. You can access a project's Herald archive from there as well. too. So get all the latest updates dropped from the projects.
Awesome.
Yes.
Good stuff.
All right. So now we spoke of Herald and announcements and thing. Let me just quickly also put this information across regarding Scratch. This was the recent update on Herald, and we're just going to run through the announcement. Let me just open that and have a screen share done. All right. Is my screen visible?
Yep, we see it.
You see it? Okay, good. So this is the announcement we have. Scratch tokens for staking pool cycle 3. Ecosystem project Scratch will be providing all remaining Genesis tokens for the ARCHA staking pool. That's 750 trillion Scratch tokens. 100% of those tokens will be distributed during the harvest period at the end of staking pool cycle 3. That's in around 36 or 37 days from now. So the Scratch Engine project recently announced a major shift in their business model, and they have posted numerous announcements and updates in their Telegram channel. The website scratchengine.com also contains the posted announcements. AMAs have been conducted, and those recorded discussions can be found in their Telegram. So all you owners of Scratch token are highly encouraged to remain informed and aware of the project's activities as they execute their strategies. ARCA will do our best to provide updates from Scratch team as they are provided to us. A question was asked if Scratch's new business model includes future participation in the ARCA ecosystem and our staking pool. The Scratch team will provide answers to those questions as soon as they are able to, as they are still in very early stages within the transition activities. So ARCA will provide updates from Scratch team as they are provided to us. So this is the announcement we have on the Scratch token and the staking pool rewards that are going to be coming out. So there are a lot of updates, and probably something that would here, if you have not still checked out the Scratch Telegram, I would strongly advise you to head over there and have some updates checked, because Scratch is pivoting to a new way of looking into their company growth. So you can just go ahead and visit their Telegram or their website for more details and updates upon that.
Yep.
Perfect. So I wanted to ask you something, Vesta. What
Yep.
have you been doing, or what is your thoughts on the market movement that's happening last week? And what do you think that this would mean to in the coming days for Archangel? In fact, I mean the market movement or the movement of ETH alone. Uh, so would that help Arca in one or the other way?
The movement of ETH. I mean, that was really that was welcome. That was interesting to see. For it to move, obviously it would help lift up the prices of projects that are based on ETH. So I could see like a bit of a price change coming with that, as would be expected with ETH comes up or drops. And it also gives the opportunity of people, if they were invested in cryptos. I know I took advantage of this. I'll be completely honest. I took advantage of that little pump. I sold off some crypto to hold on tight to see how things play out. But the other thing as well, like you had stated earlier about the investments of letting it, go up, get your profits, whatever it may be, and then going investing in another project. That could be another thing as well, as we could possibly see in the next week or so as ETH goes back down. People may have taken advantage of that little pump, sold a bit of their profits, and are now either putting in like, I don't know, USDC or something, and then utilizing that to invest in other projects, or hopefully investing back in Archangel, because like I said, we've got 37 days. I mean, that's not, we've got like a month a month and a week,
Right.
like 5 weeks to get back in that staking, like to get that staking pool open. Probably about another week or so before that pool opens and closes for the fourth one. So hopefully people will be loading up more. I definitely would probably be, because again, the that quick short little pump was definitely welcomed. So we'll just, like I said, we'll have to wait and see how the market. Hopefully, the market goes back up. I mean, hopefully, this is just a glimpse of everything coming back up and everything getting at least a little recovered. Either way, though, I mean, for the market, the one thing I like about Archangel is that like the market could be going straight plummeting, and ARCHA is just there. Like they're not really hugely affected. We're not being battered down. We're not, we can take that. We can take the ETH dumping like a champ. That's one thing I think is really amazing about ARCHA and Guardian, all the projects that we have. Is that they're that strong and resilient that, I mean, ETH can drop down to like 700 tomorrow, and ARCHA would just keep on going. They won't care.
I mean, I'll tell you what I think. What is the relation that I brought up when it comes to ETH running up or ETH impacting ARCHA? How is it going to benefit ARCHA in one way? There are two ways that might actually benefit Archangel. Now, this is just my personal opinion again. So the first part is the price increase of ETH alone. Mm-hmm. So increasing in the price will definitely push the price of ARCHA a little, mainly for the fact of how the liquidity pool is configured, right? So at that point of time, we might see a little bit of push in the price point if ETH rises in its price. Now, if ETH falls, that might also prove to be an opportunity for you to go ahead and purchase more Archangel, purchase more ETH. And when the run-up actually happens again, once more, you can definitely get Archangel a buck than what you would have ideally got when the price actually dropped, right? So even if, the price drops for ETH this coming week, the next week we might see some kind of a run-up probably, or even later down the lane, we might see some kind of a run-up. So that point of time, we can definitely you can actually get more than what you actually put in for, right? So $100 today might not be equivalent to give you the same amount of tokens when you put in, not $100, I would say. I mean, it would be in ETH to ARCHA conversion that I'm speaking of. So that 0.1 ETH that you put right now might give you a lot more when ETH price is up and ARCHA's price is kind of, at a nominal level.
Yeah,
now, that said, you just go ahead and put your Archangel, whatever extra you get into the staking pool, you are potentially earning more rewards. So it's just a loop that you can actually create over there. Is what I personally think.
The one thing I like about ERC20 tokens, right, is like they have that indirect and direct way of price impact, right? I mean, of course, for blockchains, cryptos such as like ADA, Doge, all those guys, like they can still have an indirect kind of price impact, but not as greatly as they could feel as like an ERC20 token, right? ARCHA being an ERC20, they have the opportunity of feeling that pump with ETH as it goes up, and then of course benefiting from a direct impact. I don't know why. Direct impact later on, because again, those people took that profits and was able to reinvest it, especially in something that they will find promising, like they find worthy of, especially like something like ARCHA, or any ERC20 projects that they're in. So that's the one thing I root for with the ERC20s. I support blockchains, right? I support coins and all of them, but if you're going to be, I feel like tokens are a good way to go as well.
It is, because you're not just playing at that point. You're not just, I don't want to use the term betting, but you're not just fighting against the price of ETH, but you're also going with a project as well. So right now, while everything is both of them are both down, you have that opportunity. If the project rises, great. And if ETH rises, it keeps that momentum up.
Yep.
And it presents a lot more opportunity for an entry point and to be able to capitalize and have fun in the space at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if people would heard from us as, that price impact on ETH would impact Archangel. But yes, that's how liquidity pools work and stuff. So that's where you can actually play some pretty good strategic games in terms of either building a good portfolio for yourself or building up your bags, I would say. So, I mean, a bit complicated, but a little bit easy if you get to know how it all operates or works out. But as a normal guy or as a normal investor who doesn't know too much about how liquidity pools operate and stuff, keep a watch out on the price. Keep a watch on the chart sometimes of both ETH and Archangel. Do your trades at a strategic way, when you see that you are getting more for what you are actually putting in, right? So
Oh, yeah.
you do have those opportunities that would definitely come up. So just keep a lookout for that. That's all I would say.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, we are
Definitely.
nearing that. Okay, we have crossed that 1 hour mark now.
We have.
It's off the 1 hour mark. So daylight savings, that's something that I'll have to remember going forward. I mean, wait, it's taken off in Australia, right? If I'm not wrong,
Do we don't
Australia
have-
took off daylight savings. Yeah, I think I read the news somewhere. Australia doesn't have daylight savings right now. They've taken that off their charts, and there was a discussion around taking that off here in the US as well. Correct?
Yep.
So keeping that aligned. If in
Let me
case
tell
it-
you, I'm not a fan of it getting dark at 3:00 in the afternoon and in the wintertime.
Annoying. See, Caddy, there's a simple solution. You guys
Uh-huh.
collectively just go to Eastern Standard Time. Now I know that's a little hard because even Indiana here, we can't decide if we want to go Central or Eastern, and so we're cut right in the middle. So I mean,
Yeah, and that's the thing, traveling, going into your neck of the woods, it's always that time change. Like, it gets me. Anymore,
Mhm.
I don't even reference Central. I don't reference my time zone. I reference everything to Eastern time. It is just so much easier to
Yeah.
manage.
see the issue with me.
I mean,
is
I've
that,
experienced.
I now live in that area where I can go an hour. Oh, I go hour anywhere, and well, except for obviously east or west, I should say, and it would just change. for
Yep.
me. So
I mean, there were those days over here when in my location, so it was all gloomy weather and stuff like that. It used to get so dark, it's almost like it's the night. The light had actually kind of died out, and it was heavy rains and stuff during the rainy season. So some of the days it was just as if you're driving in the night or in the dark. That was somewhere in 4:30 in the evening. So yeah, I mean, I could get a hang of what you guys are saying.
Yep.
3 o'clock, it's all dark outside, and you're sitting in your office and still working.
yeah, like I'd look out and I'm like, oh, it's 4 o'clock. That's perfect. Oh my gosh, that's the city. Like, that's just streetlights.
Yep.
The best part is some of them here, for some reason, I don't know. Like, as soon as it starts getting dark, the streetlights will try to turn on, and then they'll start flickering because their sensors are just messing up. They can't decide to stay on or not because it's not too dark but not too light.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's great.
All right, then.
Well.
I think we'll end the cafe here today, and we'll catch up in the next week. See you all next week, guys.
Yes.
Take
Take
care.
care. Have fun. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.